Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The official opposition has joined with us in calling for mandatory production cuts in order to address the oil price differential. We've been arguing that this is the best short-term answer to depressed oil prices for weeks, but hopefully the growing consensus will convince this government to act. However, even with immediate action on the differential, we are still in danger of another round of job losses because of low oil prices. To the Deputy Premier, is there a plan in place to deal with further job losses in our energy industry caused by low oil prices?
The Honourable Deputy Premier.
Thanks, Mr. Speaker, and to the member for the question. Certainly, our priority is to make sure that every Albertan has an opportunity for full employment, fair compensation, and a good job, Mr. Speaker. That's why our Premier's in Toronto today, working with the Board of Trade and with other job creators and employers to make sure that they know what we're doing in Alberta to address the pressures that the drop in the price of oil and the increase in the differential has had an impact on those types of employers, Mr. Speaker, and others. So we're going to keep working to make sure that we address short, medium, and long-term impacts of the differential, that we're also diversifying our economy, and that we're investing in healthcare and education instead of laying off 4,000 teachers and 4,000 nurses, Mr.
First supplemental.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. We in the Alberta Party Caucus believe that mandatory curtailment is the right response to the oil price differential, but we also know it will come with costs. Although curtailment will be a net benefit for Alberta, there will be those who lose work because of lower production. Instead of playing catch-up and helping affected workers like this government did with the coal phase-out, let's be proactive and make sure there are supports in place for those workers. To the Deputy Premier, will you ensure that any plan for curtailment will also include measures to support affected workers?
The Honourable Deputy Premier.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. And we're certainly keeping working people as top of mind as we continue to have these important discussions. That's why we're not flip-flopping, we're not rushing. We're making sure that the decisions we make are grounded in the best outcomes for Albertans, Mr. Speaker. Because when one's in government, you know that those decisions you make or those news conferences you hold impact real people, real families, Mr. Speaker. So we're working diligently to make sure that we follow the best path to support job creators, to support working people, and to make sure we get full value for our resources, Mr. Speaker.
Second supplemental.
With the current low price of oil, every day without action could be more potential job losses. While the Premier has said they plan to purchase more rail cars, that is neither a long-term or immediate solution. We need pipelines, but we also need immediate action from this government, not rail cars that won't be ready for over a year. To the same minister, when can we expect your government to take real immediate action on the differential?
Deputy Premier.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. We've been taking action for weeks and months, Mr. Speaker. We've been working directly with employers and with industry. We've created an envoy that is engaging in important discussions and important research to make sure that we make the right decisions moving forward, Mr. Speaker. We've acted on our lobby around Keep Canada Working 2.0 and making sure that everyone in Ottawa and everyone across this country knows the impact of failing to have a pipeline, making sure we're investing in rail to increase the export of our product, Mr. Speaker, and we'll have more to say on the differential soon.
The honourable member for Stony Plain.